The Weird West Coast, Monsters, Mysteries, and Madmen on the Pacific Rim by Sean McLachlan and Charles River Editors. Narrated by David Zarbock. Introduction. On the East Coast, people try to make life interesting. On the West Coast, they try to make it comfortable. The emphasis here is on fancy cars, how one looks, less on the mind, per se. L. Seckel. The West Coast of the United States has always been a center of mystery. Native American legends, tantalizing traces of Chinese visits in the Middle Ages, lost gold mines, and supernatural visitations are only some of the phenomenon in a region rich with stories of the unknown. The Weird West Coast, Monsters, Mysteries, and Madmen on the Pacific Rim is part of an ongoing series by Sean McLachlan and Charles River Editors that includes the Weird Wild West, Mysteries of the South, the Mysterious Midwest, and Mysterious New England, and more regional titles will be coming soon. This book offers a sampling of strange, unexplained, and just plain odd stories of the West Coast that have fascinated people in and around the region for centuries. You will learn about the Weird West Coast like never before, in no time at all. Chapter 1. Strange Creatures. The United States is one of the best explored nations in the Western Hemisphere. Legions of scientists have studied and documented every species. This is not a place where unknown animals can hide in the wilderness. Or can they? From the earliest Native American times to the present day, there have been persistent rumors of strange beasts appearing before astonished eyewitnesses. So many different types of unknown creatures have been reported that an entire science, some would say pseudoscience, has developed to study them. It's called cryptozoology, and the creatures it studies are called cryptids. The West Coast seems to have an especially large cryptid population, and the most famous cryptid in the region is, of course, Bigfoot, whose main stomping grounds appear to be the states on the Pacific Rim. The Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, which has been gathering data on Bigfoot sightings since 1995 and has more than 4,500 sightings in their impressive online database, has shown that Washington and California are the two most popular states for Bigfoot sightings, with a total of 620 and 432 documented reports respectively. Oregon comes in at number 6 with 243. Even Alaska has a fair number of sightings at 22, more than 10 other states. Perhaps Bigfoot likes salmon. There have been several interesting Bigfoot sightings along the West Coast in recent years. One of the most spectacular happened in August 2000 near Rattlesnake Lake in North Bend, Washington. Two locals drove up to the lake at night, under the light of a full moon. The weather was good and visibility clear. As they sat in the bed of their truck enjoying the night, they heard a loud rustling in the nearby bushes. To their amazement, a large, hairy biped emerged and stopped to stare at them. It stood about 40 yards away and measured at least 7 feet tall. Both the humans and the Bigfoot froze and stared at each other. The two witnesses said they couldn't see many details of the creature, other than that it was covered in dark hair, had long arms, and no visible ears. These last two traits confirm they were not looking at a bear standing on its hind legs. Also, bears don't usually walk on their hind legs, which is what the creature began to do. It walked a few steps to one side, paused to study the three people in the truck, and then moved to the other side before it paused again. At that point, the two eyewitnesses panicked, scrambled into the cab of the truck, and drove away. Looking out the rear-view mirror, they saw the creature still standing there, watching them go. The same county, King County, had another interesting sighting 2 years later, when a pair of hikers walking on the service road near Mud Mountain Dam saw a Bigfoot in broad daylight. As they came around the bend in the road, they saw a hairy animal squatting next to a swampy stream, cupping its hand in the water in order to drink. The creature must have heard them, because it suddenly stood up, revealing itself to be a hairy biped of more than 7 feet tall. Its entire body was covered in dark red hair, about 4 to 6 inches long.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?